This time I was waiting for it to stop. How y'all doing? Welcome to Talking Paranormal with the Old Man. As usual, I am the old man and with his daughter. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Dad, how's it going?
I'm doing good. As you can tell, I sound better
A lot better.
this week. Oh yeah, this week was rough. Um, it really hit me like Tuesday and Wednesday, I think it was. I woke up in the morning, throat was sore and stuff, and yeah. So yeah. So I don't know if I told you, but I got Rocky a new stand.
Yeah, we got the text, but there was no picture.
Oh really?
Really?
Oh well, that's because I only got 3 hours sleep last night.
Jesus.
Well, what happened, dude, is this, and it kind of pissed me off. And this is not paranormal, but I got a rant. So I got this stand for Rocky, and I'll send you the picture. And we got it last Tuesday, and I started putting it together. Of course, I can't wait. And the base of it was supposed to have 6 holes drilled in the bottom. Mine didn't have the holes in the bottom,
Hmm.
and the holes in the bottom is what holds the bottom frame and the little feet in place. So I called them and I'm like, okay, here's the thing, and I go, it's part four, and step three. I go, you see where it has the 6 holes? And she goes, yeah. I don't have those above 6 holes. And she goes, can you send me a picture? Oh, I sure the hell can. So I sent her the picture. This was on Tuesday, like I said. And see, she emailed back on Thursday saying, well, first she said on Tuesday that the part was going to be coming, of course, from the factory in China. Surprise, surprise. And it would take up to 14 days. Like, well, I can't really do anything about it. So that was Tuesday. I got email Thursday saying the part, they don't have that part, and the warehouse is unwilling to open the box, open the box to get part four. And they would give me a discount if I could just drill the holes myself. And I'm like, well, kind of need the stand because the other one, as you know, was kind of like, warped and bent and stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm like, sure, yeah, yeah, I will go, I'll go ahead and do it. So this was last night. Your brother and Danielle came over to pick up his Amazon stuff that he had. So as soon as they left and your mom went to bed, I started at about 10 o'clock, dude. No, no, I'm sorry. It was 10:30 because we watched The Ghost of Mr. Chicken on Me TV last night.
Oh,
So
okay.
your mom went to bed about 11 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? And I had gotten clamps, C clamps to hold the bottom in place while I drilled the holes and everything. Well, the thing is, I found out is the bolts that they used for that are is bolts. It was not screws. So, and then on the top part, I guess, or the top that goes on, on the stand. If you looked at it, there's like two spots where you screw the screws in. Well, they had like actual like threads, little plastic piece that had the threads in those holes. I didn't have those. So what I had to do was I had to jerry rig it kind of. I used anchors, crazy glue, and screws to hold that shit in place. So
Wow.
I started at about 11 o'clock last night. Didn't get done until quarter to three. Woke up this morning at 6:30.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, I am like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm not tired yet. And then, of course, after I'm through here, your mom wants me to put up the skelly or in the corner, the Reaper in the corner. And I know that she's listening, but okay, Brenda, that might be all I can do today because I'm tired. I'm tired already. And then I got a new fuzz buster for Rosie. One I got before. It was it was cheap, and I know that you get what you pay for, but it was new to the U.S. market. So I'm thinking, okay, well, it's new to the U.S. market. It's supposed to be really big in the in the Europe. Shit, I've had it for like 2 months. It hasn't gone off once. I passed 3 cops Friday, two going to work, one coming back from work. And I'm doing 85. I always do 85. It didn't go off. So I ordered it Thursday, a Cobra, which is a well name, a well brand name. It's supposed to be here Friday, and you gotta love Amazon. We're sorry, your order is delayed. It'll now be here 10-4. Okay, whatever, dudes. 10-4 yesterday. It still said it's gonna be here today. Gonna be here today. Then I get the dreaded email or on Amazon when I went to look. The dreaded, we're sorry. Your item is still in transit. If you don't get it by 10-6, you can cancel the following day. We'll update you with progress. I'm like, okay. Luckily, I'm not in any big hurry for this. And I'm like,
Right,
okay, whatever.
right.
So I woke up today, out for delivery. I got it like a half hour ago. 4 days later. Have to love Amazon, man.
Damn, damn.
So, anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Um,
Well, before we get into Bath, there's actually
yeah.
been some pretty cool things happening.
Hey, Jess, do you
Yes,
have any paranormal news?
I do.
And what pray tell is that?
So Friday,
Mhm.
Andrea Perron went on Facebook and made a public plea to Jason Hawes to purchase the Conjuring house.
No, he no, who made the, request?
Andrea Perron, she was the daughter of the family who lived there during
Oh,
the first Conjuring
the
movie.
parents. Yes, 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 okay, yes, okay.
Yes.
From, Conjuring, not from the actual first Conjuring.
Yep.
Now, did it say why she wanted him to purchase it instead?
Well, at first they're friends.
Okay.
But she reveals, unfortunately, that she was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer.
Well, that sucks, okay,
And she wants the farm in loving, caring, responsible, and mature hands.
okay,
She's imploring Jason to reconsider her request for him to purchase the farm because he said in the past he does not want to.
okay.
Um, Before I continue, hello, Ava.
Yeah, I
Welcome.
was about ready to say, "Hey, Ava, welcome back." Yeah, we are
She
doing good.
said, yes.
Yep.
Let's see.
We are doing fine. I'm doing fine except for Amazon, but everyone has their Amazon stories. So,
Andrea said she's willing to help Jason in any way possible for him to save the farm, including fundraising. Um, she implores him to restore the original trusted staff and salvage the farm. She said the house doesn't need to be turned into a circus and money making proposition because it's not
yeah,
that.
yeah, but
She said it's
who's to
not
say?
about a financial transaction, it's about reverence, respect, and honor.
Yeah, but who's to say that he ain't going to do the exact same thing?
Well,
Because
he
obviously,
yesterday he made a response video.
oh, okay,
So he posts on YouTube a direct response saying that there is an understanding and agreement that there's a concern about what's going to happen if the property ends up in the hands of the wrong individuals who
hmm
only think of it as a money making machine.
well, it is. Okay.
He still feels very strongly about not purchasing the house. However,
Ooh.
he's launching a GoFundMe to help purchase the house as a community. He said
Oh,
he wants to ensure that people can investigate, visit, and spend time at the Conjuring House. And I liked this dig. He might not have meant it, but he said, and not just people who can spend 2,500 to 3K a night.
Oh, thank you
or
very much.
though or those who have a huge YouTube following.
I like that already. Okay.
This
I
should
like that.
be for everyone. If they win the auction, it will be placed into an LLC, and those from the property's history will run it and keep it open.
Okay.
Those who know and respect the true history of the property, they will oversee its day-to-day operations, keeping it open for tours, investigations, and anyone who wants to experience it. As of
Okay.
right now, the fundraiser is at $49,713 with a goal of 1.5 million.
Okay.
If they do not win the auction, everyone will be getting a refund.
Oh, okay.
However, to sweeten the pot, if they do win the auction, the top 10 donors will be invited for exclusive nights of investigating with Jason. Any surplus will be used for restoration, repairs, maintenance, and updates that keep the history of the house alive.
No, I'm just kidding. But that line about to get to investigate with Jason, that just turned off a lot of people because I would not. But see, the only thing that I'm concerned about, Jess, is that Elton and Matt, if they have a unlimited resources, for cash, that's the only thing that I'm concerned about.
Yeah,
And and it's not really concern. It's just I'm afraid that they're going to have deep pockets, and whatever anyone bids, they're going to be able to outbid them easily.
like I know this isn't how auctions work, obviously, but I wish it would be taken into consideration that like, hey, they have tried to purchase this house many times and they've always been denied.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
I know
So
that. Yeah, they made an
now,
offer last year to the current owner, and she said no.
yeah. Which parent or Perron daughter is this?
Perrin, and it is. I had to double check when she said it. I'm like, let me write down how she pronounced it because I always say Perron.
Yeah, me too.
It's Andrea.
So was she the middle one or the youngest one? Because
I believe she
Nancy, I think, was the
was.
oldest.
Yeah, I want to
Was
say she
Andrea
was.
what was she the sleepwalker in the movie, or is she like the second one? Because they
I
had
believe she's the second one.
they had three daughters, right? I believe. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
three. So she's the second child. Okay, all right. I was just trying to put a face to the name. And how does she say her last name?
Uh, Perrin.
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 Like you, Jess, it'll always be Perron to me.
Mm-hmm.
Perrin. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Well, okay. That's a interesting twist.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting that Jason Hawes kind of. I like that he says like as a community, and
Yes.
that um they want to trying to think of how to word this, that the people who have been a part of it, who have run it and all that, they want to keep those people. They like I said, I like that they said that they want to ensure that anyone can investigate or visit or spend time, and not just the people who can spend 2,500 to 3K a night,
Yep.
or those who have a huge YouTube following.
Mhm. Which that line there kind of is directed towards two certain people.
I felt like it was a dig.
Yeah.
He might not have meant it that way, but like that's how I interpreted it.
Yeah. I think it was, especially when he says a YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, that is interesting. I'm kind of curious to see now what happens on October 31st.
Yeah. Like I said, he did say that if they don't win the auction, everyone will get a refund.
Yep.
So
Hmm.
hopefully they get it. I I respect the thought of kind of like we see what's happening with the Warren Occult Museum and the house, and we don't want that to happen here.
Which I can appreciate that just because I have raised concerns as a investigator that you have to pay 25 grand and there's no guarantee. Not 25 grand, 2,500, but there is no guarantee that you're even going to find anything. And as we talked about, they have all those restrictions about what you cannot do. Live stream has to be approved by them. So there's like a lot of restrictions and stuff for something that may or may not happen as far as activity.
And they have to, like, you have to pay them to review your stuff
Yeah,
and what you're going to post, and they'll tell you whether you can or not.
yeah. See, that to me is just like, nah, dude, I'm sorry, but again, do I want to? Yeah, I would love to go there. But yeah, it's just
Yeah,
yeah,
especially with this kind of like sense of community with it too.
yeah,
I like that it's not just two people who bring their friends in sometimes to
you
uh, yell and scream and say, "Oh, the EVP said I'll kill you all," and I'm gonna
yeah,
put a thumbnail of one of us looking scared and the other has like a bloody face. Like this is about conserving this house. This is about, like Andrea said, reverence, respect, and honor, and it should not be turned into a circus.
which I think unfortunately, I mean, the auction hasn't even started yet, and it's already turning into a sideshow.
Hmm.
Now you have, I mean, obviously, duh, you're gonna have Elton and Matt there, obviously bidding. Now you have, and I think that, and I mean, Zach Bagans might be the only other, realistically, that has a chance of purchasing the house. And now you have Andrea Per- Perrin. I'm sorry, I almost said Perron.
Karen.
I want to be correct. Perrin. Now she's throwing her hat in the ring, and she's trying to get Jason to put his hat in the ring.
And she
So
even
I
said in
mean,
her video, like, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but like you're my friend and I need your help with this.
yeah. But then it's kind of curious. It's a rhetorical question, but how did they become friends? Because I don't think they've ever investigated that house. I mean, I could be
Mm-mm.
mistaken, but I don't think that they've actually investigated the house.
I did feel sorry for her because she like the way she made it sound in her video, which I'll send to you so you can see
Okay.
it yourself. She just sounds tired, and I know like with someone who does have like stage 4 cancer that she's just like she's tired and she just
Yep.
wants to make sure that this goes into the right person's hands.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it because they lived in that house, which
Mhm.
we've touched on this before, is not the house that was in the movie. That's a totally separate house. Um,
Yes.
so she lived in the house. I don't know how long that they were actually in the house for, but
I think she
so
said 10 years.
really 10 years.
I think
Wow.
that's what
Okay.
she said in her video. I didn't write a note about it, but I thought she said 10 years.
Okay. And obviously they had Ed and Lorraine Warren there, obviously.
Yep.
So yeah. So and Officer Brad was there. Hamilton.
Mhm.
No, what was it? Brad Hamilton, the officer.
Maybe.
I think it's Brad Hamilton, which is interesting because if it was Brad Hamilton, which I'm pretty sure it was, that was the name of the dude on Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Brad Hamilton.
Oh, yeah, there's someone credited on IMDb as Brad.
Yeah, Brad Hamilton. Yeah, remember because when they come in, it was, oh, he came in with driving a Mustang, and he
Mhm.
and he he drives up the driveway, and the Warrens are unloading their equipment with their helper. What was this guy's name? Was it Andy Andrew? Anyways, they were unpacking the equipment. They goes, "Oh, here's Officer Brad Hamilton." He comes up, and they remember the kid was giving them crap and stuff about, oh, how can you arrest a spirit or something like that. But
Hmm.
then, one of my favorite parts of the movie is when the first time, the first time he went to use the actual restroom, and they have all these bells and stuff on the door and stuff, and they all come running to the hallway there where the actual bathroom is at, and Officer Hamilton comes out and he goes, "What? I had to go."
Hmm.
It's like, that's cool. So okay, so hopefully, like I said, I'm interested to see how this all transpires.
I mean, this has been going on for a day, and
Yep,
they're already at, close to 50K. That's kind of big.
it is. It is. Especially,
And I
they
mean, they
only
still
have.
have until the 31st.
Yep. Yep. Like I said, I agree. I agree with the whole, community people that maybe can afford to go, that can't afford $2,500.
Which I'm very
Yeah.
surprised because I thought you were kind of anti ghost hunters, anti taps.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Oh, I am, dude. I don't like them whatsoever. Like I said, I used to watch, as ghost hunters, ghost adventurers religiously. But what turned me off on ghost hunters, taps, whatever, was when they were driving someplace, and it was Steve Gonzalez and a new dude was in their van, and Steve Gonzalez talks to the new guy. He goes, "Oh, we're more equipped with equipment than most groups are." And I'm like, "Yeah, because the TV production company paid for all that crap. So of course you are going to be better equipped." And then when they went to the Lizzie Borden's house, and they were back in their street front, and I'm using the quotes, air quotes, their storefront place in Connecticut, where the hell they're at, and they're going over the evidence, and that Steve Gonzalez, he goes, "Oh yeah, they have a gift shop. It has to be haunted." And I'm like, screw you. It's like, people are, I'm sure they had to pay money to go to these places, you know, plus, publicity. And I don't know about, anyone else, but if I was kind enough, even if they didn't pay, to let them come to the, Lizzie Borden's house, do an investigation, and then joke about, oh, it has a gift shop, so it has to be haunted. I'd be like, screw you, dude. You know, See if you ever come in this place ever again. But yeah, I don't like him. I don't like Jason. I think he's overrated. Again, my opinion, not the opinion of this podcast or Podbean. Want to make sure that's out there. Just my
right.
personal opinion. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anybody that yeah, anybody that's associated with, especially Brian Hernoy, run, dude, seriously, dude. And we've had interaction with Brian Hornoy, so I can say that, whatever. He's okay. He's a douchebag. Okay, there you go. I said it. Dude, run. So yeah, I don't like him. But anyways, I'm ranting, and I don't want to rant. It's too early, and I'm tired. So, all right. So, is there any other news or anything else that we want to elaborate on this, Chess?
Nope, that's it. I just hope that they do get the funds, they do win the auction, because I would hate to see it turn into another War and Occult Museum.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I'm just afraid. I think it's a novel idea to go with like a GoFundMe community GoFundMe thing. I'm just concerned about how deep of a pockets pockets that the two YouTubers have. And
Mhm.
is it a mute cause because they can basically outbid anybody?
Well, that's why,
You know?
like, I know this isn't how auctions work, but I think it would have been nice to be like, so these guys have made offers before
Yeah,
and they've been denied.
yep.
Like, I really wish that could be taken into consideration. I really wish that they would ban them. I I mean, you can go and back on some of the podcasts that we've done. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. I wanted to say they're going to make this affordable for everyone. They're going to let you bring your own equipment. They're going to let you do what you want to do. Um, and now it's just basically like their playground
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like a way for them to get views on their YouTube channel
yes.
and charging $3,000 for like Friday and Saturday investigations and the whole like they have to approve of what you're going to post, and if it's over like 2 hours of stuff they're going to request you to like pay $500 for them to review it. And if they don't like what, and to mask it under the guise of like we want to ensure that what is being posted is true. Like we don't want any kind of like, because we're honoring the Warren name. No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, no.
You're making this a circus
Yep.
because your friends who can afford $3,000 a night are all going to be doing this. They're all going to be posting, I got possessed at the Warren Occult Museum, not clickbait, like YouTube thumbnails. And you're going to approve it because that's going to get you publicity.
Yep.
That's going to get people, and to mask it under, well, we want to make sure that we are like ensuring that we're respecting the Warren name. With the videos you're posting, no, you're not.
No, what it is, Jess, is they want to protect themselves so they don't have any negative publicity because this is a freaking, freak show that they're putting on. That's what that is they want to protect themselves. That they don't want bad publicity that says was there for, however many hours that you get to be there. Not one thing happened. It's a joke, and they don't want that. So that's why they're controlling it as much as they are. I mean, I can understand to a point, but the restrictions and stuff that they put on, nah, nah. It's it's the old saying, money talks, bullshit walks.
Mhm.
And that's basically this fits this perfectly. If you have the money to do this house, for 2,500, 3 grand, bullshit walks. So it's sad. It's sad, but fortunately, if you have money, you can do whatever you want basically, and set whatever rules that you want. Unfortunately,
Yeah, and even when the Warren's grandson came out, I was still like, well, dude, just give him a chance.
yeah.
Like we don't know their intentions yet. We don't know, give them a chance. Maybe their goal of like, because it's on their website that their goal is to like respect the Warren name, to um like ensure that they're respecting the museum, the house, all that stuff. But like, look what you're doing. it's it's crazy. And the fact that they could probably do this to the Conjuring house too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, and then where will they stop? Like,
Enfield.
are they gonna own, are they, if the Villisca, Iowa house goes up for sale, are they gonna get that too? Like, are they gonna be the owners of most paranormal houses or things like that? Like, is greed really going to take over that much? Or
Yes.
they're only gonna want their YouTube friends to come and investigate? Like, I don't know. It's so unfortunate what's happening, and I'm really hoping that they don't get their chance to do it to the Conjuring house.
Well, it sounds like that. The Warren's grandson, maybe he knew something that we did not about this,
Yeah,
and this reason why he's not causing stink, but he's raising concerns about it. But
I'm
there is
thinking
also,
so.
but there is also too, Jess. There are, and I know one of them is Troy Taylor. He's a investigator. Has he's up there with us as far as years, but he's more to make money part of it, and he has,
Hmm.
oh God, it's like a national ghost hunting company. God, let me see if I can look it up real fast. It's like American Ghost Hunting. Is Troy Taylor Ghost Hunting, like a spell hunting company? American Hauntings. Yes. American Hauntings is a company that was started by Troy Taylor, and they have like exclusive rights to a lot of these freaking haunted places. And you mentioned Villisca, Iowa. That's one of the houses that they have exclusive rights to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The the owner, when we went to the Villisca axe murder house, it was owned by, and I'm trying to think his name. It was like a really weird name. Oh God, now I'm gonna be looking this shit up. Give me a second, guys. Uh, God, it's like on the tip of my tongue. Um, Axe Murder House. Like, I'm trying to think what his name was. It's like a weird name. Well, not a weird name, but to us, it'd be a weird name. What was his name? And he passed away, and I'm not seeing it. Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago. Anyways, I'm trying to find this here. Let's see. Aftermath. Okay, the investigation, whatever, suspects, whatever. Okay, don't care about that. And I'm trying to fill air here because I don't know who the hell this is. God damn it. Um, oh shoot. Anyways, it'll come to me. He purchased it early 1900 or like 1990s mid or so, and he restored it to how it was the night of the actual axe murders, and he was making a killing, no pun intended. He charged like $100 a person or something like that to spend. Well, yeah, you got 12 hours in the axe murder house. But so now, yeah, this American Hauntings company. I know because I get emails or on a Facebook. I get the ads from them. I know that they have the Axe Murder House that they exclusively do. There's other ones in Illinois that they exclusively do, and I can see Matt and Elton doing the exact same thing. Um, so they have exclusive rights to these investigation places, and they're going to make it their own private playground.
As well as their friends.
French too, yeah. I
Yeah, who
I can
also
see it.
have a generous following on YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude.
And like what's so sad is I've gone to some of like Elton's videos on his YouTube, and people in the comments are like, "I'm so glad Elton has the Conjuring house. I just know that he'll treat it with respect, and I just know that he'll do everything he can to preserve it and honor the Warren name." I'm like, "You did you see the thumbnail?
Yeah, exactly,
Did
exactly.
you see the like cameras aren't working, we're grabbing our sage?" Like, are we not watching the same thing? Are like they are freaking out. They're like they're allegedly getting EVPs that say I'll kill you all. And things are getting thrown at them and they're so scared.
Yeah, but the whole thing, Jess, is, and we might not get to Bath today.
I'm very
Oh,
heated about this.
really? I couldn't tell, Jess. Tell us how you feel.
I'm like, every time you're talking, I'm just like taking deep breaths, imagining like that house that we stay at in Unison when we all go up.
Yes, yes, yes.
Just like I'm in like Superior. I'm cold as hell, but I can see boats going by, and it's a beautiful sunny day.
And then you think about this shit, and you're like, God damn it.
Trying to lower my blood pressure.
Well, I'm still trying. Oh, it was. I almost had it. His last name was Lynn, and I'm talking about the Axe Murder House. I'm sorry, as you know, Jess. If I got it, I like can't leave this Axe Murder House until I find out who owned it. It was
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like Dustin and I'll be having a conversation, and then we've moved on, and I'm like, no, it was this guy, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, he's like, we haven't talked about that in 20 minutes. I'm like, we haven't talked about it, but it's all I've been thinking about.
and
So I
I'm
completely
still
understand
thinking about it, Dustin. Damn it.
it.
So it was Durwood Lynn, I believe, was the owner of it. They purchased it. I'm cheating. I'm on the Facebook page. They purchased it in 1990s. It was restored. It was painstakingly restored by Durwood Lynn, and they took out like the so basically if it was not there at the time, they took it out. And by that time, I mean the actual axe murders. So they took out the electricity because it was like apartments. They cut it into duplexes. So they basically took out the electricity, the plumbing, the air conditioning, the heat. And Durwood Lynn, he built a barn behind the house that had the electricity, the plumbing. You could charge your stuff out there. But anyways, where I'm getting to this was in October of 23, so 2 years ago. U.S. Ghost Adventures, known for its entertaining historic, whatever, historic and authentic ghost tours and overnight stays in America's most haunted cities and houses, is under contract to buy the infamous Villisca Axe Murder House in Villisca, Iowa. And then it says this marks the company's third historic and haunted location available for tours and overnight stays. U.S. Ghost Adventures currently operates, oh, surprise, the Lizzie Borden's house, which we have been there, and the Brick House Inn in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'm trying to like stay upbeat here, but it's the same thing. Like, God damn it. So, anyways, yeah.
Because it's just not fair. It's not fair for everyone
No,
else. We don't have a YouTube with like 500K followers that we also get paid to make videos for. Like,
we haven't yet, Jesse. We
so
don't have it yet.
we don't have it yet. But
That's my
like,
goal.
but that's not like a normal person. I think I did the math. Even if like a handful of people from the group all went
Hmm.
in uh to for a stay. I think it was like the 2001. A handful of people, it would still be about 250 a person.
Yeah.
In
But
this
again,
economy?
but then again, Jess, without any guarantees.
No.
And that's not including, I'm assuming, all all the bullshit extra fees that they're going to put on to this.
Yeah, the only thing that I agree with is they're saying like, "Hey, after a certain time you can't be outside because of the neighbors."
Which,
Good for you. Good for you.
yeah,
No drones because the neighbors. They want to be
yeah.
respectful for the neighbors. I'm like, "Cool. That's great. Thank you for not making this an outside circus, just an inside one." But
Well, the whole thing, just is this: this is to me, and I was vocal back in 2014, 2013, when Motley Crue, was, oh, this is our last tour, and we have, signed the contract as a band, which Mick Mars is no longer in the band. They kicked his ass out because he's too old. Um, that we're going to do a farewell tour. and this is the last time that our fans can see all four Motley Crue members on stage. So we went to Cobo, I think it was. Was it Cobo or was it? No, I think it was Joe Louis Arena. And the tickets were so damn expensive. And it's like, okay, this is a farewell tour. The chance for your fans to see you one last time, not to put money in your freaking treasure chest or your coffers or your pockets. And they priced the tickets so outrageously high that the average fan could not afford to go and see. Even if, I mean, we went, but it's like, if the Crew was my favorite freaking band of all time, which is up there pretty high. When Vince could sing, could actually sing back in the early days, I couldn't afford to go. And this is the same situation here. Is Elton and Matt is putting so high of a value. Again, I'm assuming, to add to their coffers, that they're outpricing the average investigator who doesn't have all of the equipment, and they would love to go to this, to the Warren's house, but they can't afford to. They are pricing it way out of the average person's price range just to make themselves richer. And that's what I don't like about the whole thing.
No, that's what makes me mad. So that's why when I saw this news about the Conjuring house, I was like, hell yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be, Debbie Downer or anything, but I'm just wondering, if it's a lost cause, right off the bat. Just because, like I said, if they're if they're aiming for $1.5 million, okay, I'm just concerned about how deep of a pockets the other people have.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish them the best. Don't get me wrong. Even though I don't like Jason, have not met him personally. I've met Brian Hanoi. I don't like him. I met Father Calder. Rest in peace, Father Calder. Did not care for him either. But that aside, I mean, I honestly hope that they do win the auction. I really do.
Oh, they have like a little on the GoFundMe. One of the slides is a picture of the house and it says, I helped save the Conjuring house. Proud donor. Hashtag
Oh,
together we
cool,
can.
cool.
They actually just crossed 50K.
Really? And it's only been for
Yeah.
one whole day, right?
Yeah. When I brought this up about 10, 15 minutes ago, it was at
Okay,
49.5,
nice.
I think. So they just crossed $50,269.
Dang. All right. And they still have a good 20, about 25 days probably to do it.
Yeah. I'll send you the GoFundMe because at the very bottom of like the what is this fundraiser for is a link to Andrea Perron's video on Facebook.
Oh, okay. And then
So
I
I'll
will
just send
share
the whole
that.
thing
Okay. Then I will share that too on our Facebook page that we have for the podcast.
so you guys can see it as well.
Yes. And if you wish to contribute, please do. And if you are one of the top contributors to that, remember who your friends are, us. We would
Remember
like to
who
go.
told you about this?
Yes. We would like to
Who brought
go.
this to your
So
attention?
So if you are one of the higher contributors to this Perrin, see, and now I'm saying it correctly, the Perrin
Yes.
House fund, or the fundraiser thing, or fund me campaign thing, remember who your friends were and where you heard it first. Thank you very much. And I have no shame. I got no shame.
The top right now, there are to be a top donor, you have to make a donation of 385 or more.
Okay.
The top
Now,
four right
now,
now, there are two people who donated 1,000 and two other people who
oh, nice.
donated 500.
Now, I'm just being this is way my mind thinks. I'm thinking like the devil, the devil avocado kind of thing, the top, and if you look in a couple hours, the top contributors is Elton and Matt,
Can you imagine?
and they win the auction because of this, and they still take over the house. Wouldn't that be the shit? Oh my
God.
god, I can see that. I mean, I can't see it happening, but I can see it happening. I really can. Oh my god, I just thought about that. I I guess that's how your mind thinks when you get like 3.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You just get all this weird stuff in your head. Like, oh my god, pretty colors. Actually, I'm not that tired. Plus, I got things to do outside. But as a totally side thing here, it's been hot the last 3 days here in Michigan.
I'm so mad.
Dude, well, you see what's going to be like this upcoming week in the 60s. It's like Mother Nature saw a state trooper on the highway, and she's going from 80. I think it's supposed to be 85 today, I think, and then like I think 80 tomorrow, and then 70 something on Tuesday, then like 65 on Wednesday, and they're saying maybe in the 50s and frost on Thursday.
Even worse, Weatherbug is saying 80 degrees to tomorrow.
Okay,
And
yep,
then Tuesday, a low of 45 and a high of 62.
and rain.
With an 80% chance of rain showers. I already
Yep.
told Dustin, don't count on me for anything.
Yep.
I for the listeners, hopefully someone can uh sympathize with me or maybe they go through the same thing. I am very sensitive and always have been to weather changes or
Yep.
temp changes. When that happens, it's about 15-degree difference. I will get a sinus headache. Sometimes it's so bad that it will like radiate to the top of the teeth in the back. Um, I can't bend over or I get dizzy. I can't just live or I'll get dizzy. My only relief is unconsciousness. Um, or
And drugs.
and drugs, yeah. Sudafed, sinus headache has been
Yeah.
my go-to, but no, I am in pain the whole time until it adjusts. So living in Michigan's the worst because it will go from like the morning you wake up and it's like on Tuesday it's 45 degrees. And then throughout the day it goes up and up and up and up and up and then it's like, oh, we're at 62. And it's when I'm then like, okay, that's cool. My head got adjusted to it. That's cool. And then it starts getting colder at night, and then I have a headache again. And the worst part is when like we'll have a couple like it was late August where we had a couple days where it was like 65, 70, and then
It
the
was
next
nice.
day it's
Yes, it was nice.
85.
Yep.
Those are the worst. I One of the times that I had to cancel the podcast, what the last time was actually because of my sinuses. So when I was in school, I would miss school in March and in September, October because of the changing of the seasons. And there is nothing that I can do about it. But at least I know I did not get it from your side of the family, Dad.
No, no. We just had everything else.
Everything under the sun, but hey, not sinus problems.
No, we don't have sinus problems. We have cancer, heart issues, diabetes, high blood pressure, blindness, stupidity. Yeah,
Ignorance.
ignorance. Yeah, ignorance is not bliss in this occasion.
No.
Michigan, Michigan is literally where you could have your heater on in the morning in your house, your air conditioning on in the afternoon, then the heater back on at night.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, Well, I was gonna say, and unfortunately, we're in this time of season where fall's trying to push old man summer out of the way, and old man summer's like, I ain't done yet, dude. And you have these wild, well, like this weekend. I mean, I know some places in Michigan set record highs because
Hmm.
the 80, 85, and like Jess said, it's supposed to be like 80, tomorrow, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, mid 50s to a 60s. And it's
And
just,
then we
and then
plummet.
and then the following week we'll be back in the 80s again, and then it's
And
just, yeah, it's
it's not gradual. That's what kills me is like
oh,
it's not a
boom,
gradual decline. It is, oh, it's 80 one day, it's 60 the next.
yep, and then 80 the next couple of days, then back down to 60s or 70s. Yeah, no, I was
And the
oh no, I was just gonna say
yeah.
that I've been it has been suggested that we don't have the marathon hour and a half, hour and 45-minute podcast because some people might not want to sit for that long and listen to us talk. So I think we're going to try to limit Jess in the future here, like around an hour or so.
So we'll get to Beth
I
next
know.
week.
Yeah, exactly. I when I first started the podcast back in January, I have no idea. I was like, it's like,
I'm new! I'm new! I don't know what to do!
and like I said last week, I will play that MP3 clip every podcast I get a chance to. And here's my chance. And I looked it up. I was like, the average podcast is like half hour to a 45 minutes.
Yep.
So I'm figuring, even though this show is very entertaining, and I know everyone is on the edge of their seats waiting to see what we talk about next. But I think an hour would be a good time cutoff. Hour, 5 minutes, whatever. So I think while I guess Jess, we finished out this last 8 minutes or so. If any of the chat has any questions, we could have a quick Q&A here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to fire away. If
Or if
not,
anyone
that's
wants to
fine.
or if anyone wants to talk about the new Taylor Swift album, I'm open to it.
Oh, dude,
Did
yeah, yeah.
did mom tell you I was at the like I took Friday afternoon off and I was with my friend Troy for like the whole day getting ready to watch the movie. That we had a 3 o'clock showtime and we got to the theater at 12:30
Just
because it was general
why?
admission. It was
Oh,
general. We wanted
okay.
good seats. It was general admission. There was no assigned seating, so we.
Well,
This
I
is a
can't
whole thing. That
imagine.
this.
No, I was going to say I can't imagine there'd be a lot of people there. It's only Taylor.
Oh, oh my God! It was there was two sold out shows. Even
But that was a
midday,
joke.
there was. I was gonna say even midday there was 80 people there. So,
Holy crap! Okay.
um, yeah. And when we got out, there was even more people in the lobby. But we decided to. I was telling mom about this yesterday because I'm still heated about it. Uh, we went to FYE.
Yep.
Um, and we didn't see Taylor's album. So we were like,
Oh shit!
okay, yeah. So my first thing is, oh my God, they sold out. That's great. But there was no evidence of it. Like there was no like empty shelves, no nothing. So we asked the employee, they were like, hey, did you guys get Taylor's new album? And she's like, oh, no, we don't get new releases until 2 weeks after they've been released.
Since when?
I don't know. I don't know, but here's the thing. Because we got there early, so we had about an hour and a half to to kill.
Yeah.
Troy
Yeah.
called Auburn Hills FYE and an FYE in New York City. I called one in Los Angeles and one outside, like somewhere in Texas, like middle Texas. And they all
Okay.
said the same thing. We do not have any, and we do not get any for about a week or two after it's released.
Well, that's stupid.
And I'm like, last I checked, it's for your entertainment and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
music and it's movies. When
And
we
this is
walked
my
in there, Dad, because
entertainment.
Exactly. Like we went in there because I was hoping to get Danny's CDs because I'm
Well,
like, we
I
have
hope
time to spare.
Danielle, if you're listening, walk away for a few seconds. Okay.
Oh, she knows. I already told her. I'm like, you will not put those Sum 41 CDs on your Christmas list again next year. I will take care of
Right.
them this year. You're welcome.
Way
But
to go, Jess.
yeah, thanks. I went to find them. There are no CDs left. Like you know how they used to have
Really?
like two big rows of CDs?
Yeah. Yeah.
None. None. That is completely gone and is taken over by like fixtures of pop, um, like
Oh,
pop
man.
culture, like pop figures, anime stuff. That whole thing is gone. They have one little fixture for movies and TV shows, but
Yeah.
even that was kind of scarce too. So, of those calls we made 4 calls. Two of them said, "Have you tried Barnes and Noble?"
Yeah. Maybe.
I never thought I'd see the day where I would call FYE and they would be like, "Oh, have you
Am I
tried a
good?
bookstore?" We went to Barnes and Noble and they had a fixture at the very front and I
Well,
just
and
could
I
not
don't,
believe it.
I don't know if you know it, if you, I'm assuming you did. They moved to the new store by Hobby Lobby.
Who?
No, not Barnes and Noble. I'm sorry. I was thinking
TJ
of
Maxx?
Best Buy. Best Buy.
Best Buy.
Yeah, the Best Buy right beside the Lansing Mall is gone. It's now
Oh
out by
my
Hobby.
god. That mall is hanging by a thread. I do not
Yeah,
know how they are keeping business because we were gonna have lunch before the movie, and I looked at the food court. All that is left is the pizza place.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
That is
Well,
it.
dude,
There's
back in the day, like back in the day when you and Sam were, still here in the house, they had like Burger King, Taco Bell, McDonald's,
they even had a
uh,
Subway.
Subway. They even had a Dairy Queen at one point,
Yep.
and they had like two or three Chinese restaurants there. Yeah, it's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Because I was talking to Dustin about it yesterday. I was like, I remember there used to be like a Disney store.
Yeah, yeah,
They used to have a Disney store in there, and like we would go for fun. And he was like, yeah, we would come down from Mason to go to the Lansing
really.
Mall
Wow.
to
Okay.
do shopping because he said that he would always they would get his mom a Disney snow globe, and
Oh,
he's like, then it closed, and I'm like, I cannot remember a time ever, even when I worked there, where you're going down a corridor and you don't see anyone.
yeah, yeah,
And I understand it was 3 o'clock on a Friday, so well, I guess more like a 1:30 on a Friday. So I understand people are working and all that, but the only thing keeping them alive, I think, is the movie theater.
yeah. That I think that, and maybe Barnes and Noble, just because they have the Starbucks.
Oh yeah, oh, it smelled so good in there. Yeah, I
It
think
does.
that's the only reason why, and maybe J.C. Penney because it has a Sephora.
Yeah, but even Penny's though is, I mean, any well, like the mall, they lost Macy's. They lost
They lost
the
Macy's.
one where Yonkers, I believe it was,
Yonkers. Yeah, that's where
where
Zapzone is now.
yeah. So they've lost. Yeah, because I went to Target yesterday, and when I walked in the front door and I turned the corner to head back, back towards the cards and everything there, they had a crap load of Taylor Swift stuff.
Oh yeah, she had
Like,
an exclusive with Target.
yeah. And then, to Jess, did you know that Target has Percy Pigs?
They have them back.
Yes, they do. Percy Pigs, not the biscuits, but the actual Percy Pig candies.
We were there yesterday. I didn't see them.
Yes, they're not in like a center aisle. They're in G28. They're in with the candies, and I had to look for
Oh my
them.
god.
Percy Pigs, dude. I got two bags, one for me and one for your mom.
Oh, that's
Is
awesome. Because typically we have to wait until Christmas time to get any kind of
Yeah,
like
Yep.
London-themed stuff. That's awesome.
Percy Pigs. It's like we were back in the UK.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they do have Percy Pigs. G28, they were about halfway down. You have to. They had like eight or 10 bags still left. So they have a crap load of bags.
Cool. I gotta go back and get some then.
Yep. Yep. Percy Pigs. And if people that don't know about Percy Pigs, they're like a fruit, like a gummy kind of texture, I guess. But they're like
Yeah, they're like
fruit
gummy.
flavor.
Yeah, they're like kind of like the same consistency of like a gummy bear,
Yeah,
except a little
but a
thicker.
lot better. A lot better.
Yeah, it is a lot better.
And they don't make you high,
No.
unfortunately. All right, guys. That we're at our hour time, not time limit, but our 1 hour goal here. So, as you know, we did not get to Bath, which is cool because we had some interesting stuff to talk about, which I was not privy to that was even out there. So that's cool. And we are everything paranormal, so that's cool. So we talked about that. Um, thank you all for being in the chat. Ava, again, good to see you this week. We did miss you for
Absolutely.
those 3 weeks. Yep. I'm like, oh, I hope Ava's. I mean, like sincerely, I'm like, oh, I hope Ava's okay. She,
I was about to
not,
break out the Ouija board.
yeah, no kidding. Is she okay? But no, in all seriousness, we did miss not seeing you here, and thank you for coming and listening and stuff. Um, again, we are starting. I'm hoping just I want to start like our first one in December sometime. Um, our reaction video stuff.
Yes.
I have a goal. I saw I watch these, YouTube people and stuff, and they have like a YouTube like a plaque which signifies I don't know how many subscribers, whatever. I want one. That
Oh,
is
I think
my goal.
it's 1,000 you get one.
Now that's dude, that's my goal. I want to have one. It would fit nicely. Then maybe we can get two for you too. Then you can have one. That's my goal. Anyways, it's called the Spider's Web, and the YouTube channel is already up. I just there's no content other than the profile picture. Yeah, and we're gonna be reacting to paranormal videos, cryptid. I think because the Spider's Web to me is like it collects everything. So we could do cryptid, we could do UFO. I'm sorry, UFAs now, unidentified flying. No, what? No, what is it? Unidentified aerial phenomena. UAPs. I'm sorry, UAPs, cryptids, Bigfoot. Hey, Daryl. Hi, Doom Bud, and anything paranormal. So I'm hoping to get this started here pretty soon. I don't know nothing about it. Don't know how to set it up. I do have a webcam. Thank you, Jess, for the webcam.
For sure.
Um, so yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm like excited, and we have that ghost game that I always slaughter that we're going to be doing a live streaming. I think on Twitch here. Hopefully soon too, October ish, because we're already in October. And
Yes, Phasmophobia.
yes, yeah, I always slaughter it. So yeah, so I guess I'm just rambling now, dude. My like adrenaline's like really high right now. I'm tired. And I could ramble all day long. So it feels like I'm on like drugs, but I'm not on drugs. I'm just talking really fast. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. My only drink I had today was Nestle's Nesquik vanilla chocolate or vanilla milk, made with 100% real milk. And yeah, so um, I guess just we will close. Do you have anything, Jess, that you wish to add before we end the podcast?
Nope, just we'll be talking about Bath next week.
Unless other news comes up first.
Yes, and then we'll talk about that, and then we'll just kind of keep pushing it. But hopefully next week.
Yeah, hopefully next week because we do have some really good evidence that we have collected over the years there. So again,
Yes.
guys, thank you for the chat. Thank you everyone that's here. Uh, please keep listening. Share if you like. If you like what you hear, share it with your friends and family. Say, hey, this idiot old man and his daughter, they talk about stuff and they're really entertaining. We would appreciate it. We're trying to grow the channel here. I don't know. Is a podcast a channel? I guess I don't know.
Somewhat.
Anyway, yeah, we're trying. I guess to be politically correct, we're trying to build our podcast. There we go. Um, but we are going to be having a YouTube channel here pretty soon. The spider's web is already there. It's empty, so don't bother going because there's nothing there. So again, guys, thank you, Jess, as usual. Thank you for joining me,
Of course.
and we will see you guys a week from today. Hopefully, talking about Bath. If not, I'm sure it's going to be something interesting, paranormal-ish related. So until we meet again, as usual, stay away from the light. That's important. And you have to be more afraid of the living than you do of the dead. Also important. And just as a general rule, be kind to each other. All right, guys, until next week.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.